Hey friends, Alex Fisher here. This month we're going to talk about how to stop slicing the golf ball. And the main reason that we do that is because our club travels on an outside in path. Stick around, I'm going to show you how you can change that path and hit better drives. Alright, so let's get to it. So why do we hit slices? Well, it's because your club travels on an outside in path. And what that means is when we're making a swing going back, our golf club as we take it back here is going maybe a little bit too steep, but more importantly on the downswing, your club is traveling in this area of your golf swing where it's coming from the outside and then slicing across the ball there. So it's kind of a killer move. It creates way too much spin. It affects your launch angle and obviously really hurts your distance. So what are some of the things that we can do to work on getting away from that slice? Well, we need to make a change to your path. We need to get that club to travel more inside out. And so a real simple drill that we can do to improve that is by making not quite baseball swings, but going ahead and hovering our club maybe about a foot above the ground and really work on trying to get that swing to be a little bit flatter coming back. Notice how this right forearm stays underneath of my left forearm here, and then really get that feeling of dropping that club down and through. So if I'm just go ahead and make these small kind of rehearsal swings, I really want to get the feeling of that club shallowing out and coming more from the inside. Obviously, if I'm swinging the golf club too steep, what will happen is I'll end up coming down and then knocking that head cover over. So giving that feeling of dropping that club inside, really important. But there's another key part to this, and that's making sure that the club face is square. So your club path influences how the golf club is released with your hands. If you're coming over the top, the likelihood is that your forearms are actually going to under rotate through impact. So imagine like if I was able to measure my path angles. Let's say I'm coming over the top 3, 4, or 5 degrees. In order to make that work and keep the golf ball on the planet, we'll say, we have to under rotate the face. We can't let the club face release, otherwise it's going to be a dead pull. And so if we do shallow out that swing, we then have to think about a foot to 2 feet before we need to get that left hand to square the club face up. So not only are we going to shallow the swing out, we need to get about this point in our downswing, we need to get the feeling of that club rotating through. So if we can set up to the golf ball after we've made those swings, and then from here try and shallow it out and then release the club. Even if your golf ball is curving too much to the left, you got to be encouraged by that. That tells us that you actually made a change in your path. So really work on shallowing out that backswing and then really feel like that club's dropping inside. And remember, about a foot before the ball, we want to see that left hand get that feeling of rotating the club and getting the face square. Try that out. Guarantee your drives are going to improve and you'll have more fun playing this game.